Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you my framed cross-stitch work. I think 11 designs I frame. I use the same company as before, called Baguette Master from Belarus. They do their work and they ship internationally. That's why I chose them. And besides that, I do follow them on Instagram and YouTube, and I like their quality. That's why I trust them. I don't really trust post office that much, but I was very lucky to get everything after what happened with my cross stitch on post office. It was burnt, kinda burnt, and this time I was really worried what's gonna happen to my parcel. I am now not trusting any post office. If I will use any company, it will be DHL, and I will ensure the price will be like so high so that I don't want to lose my work. Next time I definitely will not use our local post office, which they delay this time the big box of my cross stitch, and you probably have seen it at the very beginning of the video. It was quite heavy. Besides, we ordered delivery to the door, and I usually will open and see if everything is okay, if nothing is broken and damaged and everything. But 5 days somehow this box was in Kiev and they did not want to deliver, or they say, oh, this time is not suiting us, or whatever reason. First of all, usually they are okay, but this time I had to call on hotline and stress myself what's going on with my 11 cross stitch. Besides, I paid, it's not quite cheap to frame everything, because most of my frame work was made with wood, and yeah, I was a little bit stressed about, but deep inside I was sure that everything's okay, because this kind of amount of cross stitch, and it's not a small box to lose, you know. So eventually they called me, and we finally found each other because the delivery guy, he did not want to go upstairs and bring my box. He wanted me to go to his car, take it from the car, and I said, no, sorry, I'm not a delivery. We paid for it and you do your work. He was really not happy to do that, but he did. And I took my time to open the big box to be sure that everything there fine. And then when he left, I slowly opened every single piece. It was very nicely packed. Every single cross stitch was with this protected pieces. Besides, it was lots of packaging on top, and every single layer had special dividing stuff. So even if tractor will drive on top of this box, I'm sure everything will be okay. And let's start with my first one. It wasn't the first one I opened, but right now I have it. And let's start from Hummingbird. This is original dimensions kit, gold collection, and I replace Ada. I replace with even weave. I had it for my other Nora Corbett design, but because one day I decided to stitch this design, I was like, I don't have any other fabric, and whatever I had I used, but I really like how it turns, and the frame and mats made this design even brighter than it was in the very beginning. Lots of craning here, and I hope you will see how shiny it is. I did not use glass in any of work which came in this puzzle, because we don't know when we're gonna move again, and I don't want to stress myself again. As well, all this work without the glass, it's much easier, and the main reason why I don't use glass because I like to see my work as it is in person. I can see every single stitch, I can see every single detail, I can see everything here, and even art glass make a little bit different. When you see something alive, it's much better. And honestly speaking, I am sure that as much I enjoy cross stitch, nobody will in my family, because it's hard for them to understand my whole love for the cross stitch. And yeah, I want to enjoy it now. I want to enjoy it today because I stitch for myself. Well, if my family would like to see some cross stitch on the wall, I will be happy. If not, their problem. They can look at their stuff on the wall because we do have other artwork as well in the house. So my next work is also Dimensions Gold. Majority here will be Dimensions Gold collection. And this is Amaryllis in Bloom. Not sure if you see the whole, yeah, you see it, okay. This design I've stitched, which year I stitched it? I think this year, not sure, but I'm gonna check it, and maybe last year. I can't remember, but I decided to frame lots of small designs because we can't really drill a hole in a wall here. This apartment is not ours, and in Ukraine usually you don't touch walls. So I knew that we're gonna live here probably a year or less, or maybe we're gonna move to another apartment, and it will be easier for me to put something on a table or on other surface. So I will it will be difficult to do this bigger work, and that's why. And also wanted to frame them for some time. That's why all small designs framed this time. I don't know when I will do it again, but for now I'm good. Some designs I will take it with me to my city because I will go there for work, and I will put it on the wall. So some of these designs I have not decided which one exactly I will take it with me. But this is again frame, wooden frame, no glass, and it's quite heavy. I replace here fabric from Ada to linen, and this is linen made in Italy. I'm not sure if made in Italy, but it's dyed in Italy. And yeah, I'm really happy with the result. I'm happy with the frame, how it looks like. It's beautiful, and also, as well, it's matching flowers, so it gives that special look. You don't really notice the frame in the first place, you look at the flowers at the very beginning. And for me, it's very important when you don't really see the frame if it's not so bright, but it gives special look to the design as well. And obviously no matte, because I don't think it was needed here. On top of it, because I replace count, it's a little bit bigger than it's supposed to be, and I think it's working very well as it is. And yeah, let me know if you like it. I would be interested to hear that. So on both sides of this picture, on a shell, I'll show you later in my short video, I have two of these designs, and this is two companion piece Dimensions gold nuggets. This is the first one. I have another one, and I stitched them, and you see, I'm not sure if you have it. Well, I did show in my videos many times, but I'm not sure if you've seen them, how I was stitching them, because I have not recorded video in English that time yet. But I first stitch hydrangea, and then I stitch another design. Maybe this one you've seen how I stitch, can't remember, but they're equally perfectly framed to me. I think this frame is just meant to be for them. Originally you have a special fabric to frame these designs, and you make like this small pin keep. You should not see this fabric on the sides, but when we did try to do the same way as design suggested, I did not really like it because it was look a little bit cheap for me, and I decided to just frame it as it is, without mat, without anything. I've seen one lady made stitching box, so it was like a cover of stitching box, but she made it a little bit differently. I think she was made it with a mat. I can't remember very well now, but yeah, if you decide to make the cover of your box, it will be great as well. But I just love how it's turned out, and I really wanna stitch 2 more from Gold Nuggets. It's a rooster and a pear like a fruit, like apple and pear. I think I said it right, and yeah, they're also beautiful, and I would like to have the same frame or similar, but we'll see. I first have to stitch it, and yeah, I'm really happy with the result. Again, it's on stitch on Ada, you can see it, but from far you don't really notice that. As always, 18th count of Ada. And next I will show you one beautiful piece. It's a house. The frame was not available, that's why we little bit waited for the frame, but I use this frame already in my Mirabilia Bluebird Mermaid, and I think if I'll have it together, it's kinda will be fun, but if not, then it will be just okay. Again, when I saw it, when I first opened it like this, I saw it as a cover of the stitching box. It will be amazing and great size. You can put all your stuff there, either it's cross stitch or anything else. And I first, when I saw the picture, I like it very much, and then like maybe I did overplay a little bit, maybe it's a little bit too much, but now I like it. The more I look at it, the more I like it. It's kind of weird to me, but it is as it is. I chose this frame. It was very hard to really pick one, but I asked my husband if he liked it. He said yes. Maybe he just wants me to go away. Sometimes he does it. So I replace fabric here from 36 count to 32nd. Originally supposed to stitch it on 18 count of Ada. Because I had it was leftover kit from my friend. She gave me a chart, the cover, everything, and I almost had enough all the threads for this design. I can't remember why I didn't stitch it on 36 count. Always I have problem of finding 36 count of linen, but now I got lots of it, and next time I will have enough. Just that time. Sometimes I'm in a rush to start, and just okay, let's do it on it. I think 5 dimensions I replace with different count, not the one it's supposed to be, but it doesn't really affect the result, and it's supposed to be a little bit smaller, but it's okay. And the way they finished this mat, it's quite nice because they painted with the gold. I'll show you closer. And I call this house my dream house. It's originally Cozy Glen, the name of this kit, dimensions Gold Petite Cozy Glen. If you're gonna look on eBay, because most of my designs here, they're out of print, so you have to look for Cozy Glen on eBay. Sometimes it appears, and sometimes they reprint it, but I don't think they're gonna reprint this one. This year something happened with the reprints. We're supposed to have autumn reprint, but because not too many orders this year, I don't know if they're gonna reprint everything they promise in springtime. Guys, I just wanna show you this sampler without tripod, because it's quite large, and I'm sitting next to the sofa. I can't move. So I hope you will be able to see the two colors, because right now on this side I can see better than on the other one the gray color, not dark like on the other side. But again, it's so hard to show you these colors because of the weather. And I hope it's matching the design, and these vases wanted to be similar with frame. And there is no glasses all my pictures, of course, because we don't know, we might move, we might have to ship it somewhere, and I don't think I can pack it as other designs, but yeah. Approximate price, because I can't really remember how much it was, around $100 US, and this is wooden frame. Obviously they stretch it. If you open this design, you will see it's all with the stitches, how you call it, yeah, on the back side, lots of threads, and it was properly done like it's supposed to be, because I don't like when people use glue or scotch or metal things to stretch linen. This is the best way for me to do it, because it will last longer, and whatever happened with the glue you never know. It can appear on the front side. In case I would like to change frame or anything I will do, it will affect my cross stitch. But when you do lacing, I think it's called lacing, yeah, I like it very much. Let's continue. And so I noticed that all my cross stitch work I'm showing you right now, frame pieces, they kind of don't have same style for a reason. Because I like to frame pictures, depend on their design. I know some people have a special choice. They want their cross stitch work look together on the wall, fantastic. But I think they also will look okay together. But the thing is, some of my frame pieces in one apartment, some of them in another apartment. My mom has some of them, and designs like these small ones, they won't be all year round with me, because I will replace. Sometimes I'm getting tired from the picture, and 3 different rooms can have whatever I want to. That's why I was not really following that rule that everything should be in one theme or whatever. I wanted, for example, these bears looks great in their own frame and mat, and it was a little bit hard to choose frame for them, but I wanted something classy. I wanted something will match exactly this design, and I think we did great job together with the designer of the framing store, and I'm really happy with the result. I was asked by my husband many times, please do something for Christmas, please. For him it's very special, for me as well, but not as for him, because we decorate our house, but Paul really going through the roof when he wants to decorate. He wants everything shine and have some pictures on a fireplace and stuff like that. So once he wanted to take me to the framing store in Zaporozhye, but they would frame me okay, but not as good as this framing store, because they have definitely a bigger choice. They have wooden frames, they have velvet mats, because this one is velvet. I'll show you closer. It's beautiful, and you have to really take care of it. But again, it's probably will be 1 month, or maybe a little bit more, decorating our house, and then I will hide it somewhere till the next Christmas, but I hope you will see it this year. I will show you where it will be. It's definitely Daniel's room because he loves teddy bears, and this is the back side of this design. Yeah, I'm really happy with the result. It's very Christmassy, and I hope Daniel will be happy to have it, and we will also add something else to his room. And I'm also happy that this design is now having its own frame. Sometimes I'm sad when I frame pictures because now I cannot touch it, I cannot pet it. Well, I can, but not when it's in a roll, when you can open it, when you can take it with you to cross-stitch retreat or some expo. For example, we have an expo on 3rd and 6th, from 3rd till 6th of October. I will try to go there. I have some things to do on 7th, but I will really try to go and see cross-stitch people. Some of them I know already, some of them not. Maybe I will bring 1 or 2 pictures with me, not sure, because I have to carry it all the time. Maybe we'll find a place to store it during the expo, and after the expo we have a cross-stitch meeting with all the girls, whoever want to participate. And you probably remember 6 months ago I did record this kind of video. So I want to take a couple of them with me. I will ask some people if I can do it. I think I can, because I have to go walk around first and then come back to the cross-stitch meeting. So next design, I want to show you these Christmas stories, and this is one of the top designs of frame. I think we did great job together, and I picked the right frame. I'm sure I did, because this is so beautiful and I like this design of the frame very much. But unfortunately you cannot frame everything in this frame because it really takes lots of attention, and for Christmas you can do it. I also use this frame, but I guess silver color for my other mermaid, Gypsy Mermaid. Yes, I have it. But let me tell you how beautiful it is. It's gorgeous also for big dimensions gold collection. I've seen some winter designs were framed in this one, and it's so beautiful. But it should not be together with lots of other cross stitch, because it will just not look wow. And yeah, it's 1 million out of 10 in my rating. I'm really happy with the result. When I was choosing this frame, I already submit everything I wanted, and then I woke up next morning and like, can I change my mind, please? Because I really want this one. I was like, because it's Christmas, you know, I wanted something similar with teddy bears, but like, okay, let me like really go through the roof and choose this frame. When I opened it, I first saw the back, and I've seen holes. I was like, maybe these holes just to hang the picture, but why the heck they made these holes, you know? There are holes here. And yeah, I've seen a couple of them, like 3 of them, and like, it's probably to hang. Why they do it this way? Why they put holes in wooden frame? But then I remember, because of this design. And again, this is also velvet matte, and it's so beautiful. I stitched it in 2020, so it's not a fresh one, but kinda new. So this Christmas I will put in our living room this design, and it will be probably the main one. And I want to have something on the sides. I will go to the project, I will get some Christmas decoration. We have some, and I don't know if we'll have Christmas tree or no, because everything is somewhere, some stuff in Canada, some stuff at my mom's place, some stuff in Zaporozhye in our apartment. So one day I will bring all together and I will make it as I want to, but no, definitely we will do something special. But this one definitely will be on top of the fireplace, and we'll see what else can I add, but it will be gorgeous. And this year Paul can't tell me that I wasn't prepared for Christmas. Next design I have to show you, 1 second. I think I've shown you already a lot, and my boss just came back from the store. I sent them to make some shopping. So this is just Nan, in case if you're not big fan of dimensions. I know some people are not liking them, but I do. And I have like period of stitching Mirabilia, just Nan, you know. You can, when you follow me for some time, you see my choice change sometimes, but I still like everything I used to like 10 years ago, for example. So this is Fairy Roses, and originally this design from Just Nan was selling with a mat made by Renzel Studio. We didn't really want to copy it, but I like the idea, and we chose these mats a little bit differently. I'm sure it's not the same when you look at the piece was provided by designers, and they also I asked them to add some painting to do this for me, because I really wanted this way. I could not sleep. I was looking at this design, and it will be quite more simple. It could be without additional painting, but I wanted with. And also I think this design will be on Christmas somewhere, not on a fireplace, but somewhere near it, because it's, for me, it's like kind of celebration, some magical, because of the fairy. I was trying to put it on my bedside table, but it doesn't look as nice, so it will be somewhere else. I'll show you closer the frame, and this kind of frame is in my top list because I don't really like too much gold, but some designs you have to add. Not you have to, but this is my frame, this is my style, and I think it's very modern, very simple, and will match with everything. This design was not easy to stitch, and I think in total it took me like 5 days, but I stitched it much longer because I was coming back from work. I was taking Daniel from from basketball, from music, whatever he was going to. I was so tired, I did stitch it in my bed because I couldn't even sit. And this charm is so beautiful. You still get a similar chart from Susan Clark on Etsy, or she has her own website. And if you have a chart, you can use a little bit different, or maybe she has even the same one, exactly the same one. Oh, I think she has even prettier charm, but I have this one, original one with a chart. Can't remember, probably I bought it on eBay, or my friend sold me her design. Oops, 1 second, I almost lost one picture. Sorry guys. Everything standing far from each other because I don't want to break any frames. And another design from Just Nan I'm gonna show you now. This is floral, something floral. I forgot, not floral 15. I just remember I was making this video for my Russian speaking followers. I forgot now. I think this is the only plastic frame. Not sure. Yeah, probably it's the only plastic frame I have from all these designs I framed, and I love this button, Czech button in the middle. Sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's more green, and now it's very hard to buy it, but it's still possible to get it on eBay. So let me put it together so you can see how they look like. Okay, they can be placed together or separately, but I decided not to make additional painting for floral design because I thought maybe it will be too much, but now I think maybe I could have just add something. still is okay because the frame is a little bit with gold and stuff like that, so because here the frame itself it's more plain. This one is by itself looking okay, I guess, I think so. And the fabric on both designs, I think 30, here probably 28 count, I am not sure, let me look closer, but on the other one is for sure 32nd. Yes, here it's supposed to be 28, but I chose 32nd because the crosses doesn't look that big, and probably it's 32nd color count on both designs. And very thank you to my dear friend Cheryl. She sent me lots of fabric, and I used them already a few times, and now I have that beautiful piece because of her and because of design I could get. But I love this fabric so much because it's matching this design perfectly. And usually I don't like dark matte because for me it's a little bit darker, but on this design I think it looks great. Also, yeah, we chose 3 layers of matte, and they also made it not straight but with some design. And it was hard for me to choose what kind because they sent me lots of different kinds, and reminds me a little bit of mandala as well, because just then it's a mandala for the beginners, I would say. But lots of changes. This design was triple harder to stitch than another one, and I enjoy them both. I love them both, and especially because of unique charm. I like it very much. So yes, the Christmas stories and fairy roses. This is my like super top 1 million out of 10 from this puzzle. And I guess I'm showing you the final frame piece. Yes, and I'm gonna edit videos so you can see them. I also have to make a picture of everything I just show. 1 second. I'm trying to be very careful with them. Can't even breathe straight on my framework. And the last design is Roses Still Alive, and this design also out of print, quite hard to find, and I was lucky to get it in. No, Paul bought for me when we were living in Buffalo. I remember just before we left to Ukraine. I was showing him like, I really want this. He like, so buy it. Why don't you buy it? I said, I don't know. Because it was quite pricey. I think I paid double than original price, but I wanted this design. And he like, okay, get it. Present from me. I was like, thank you very much, sweetie. And I stitched it in Bulgaria, our first trip when we moved to Ukraine. I took this design with me and I stitched it in hotel. It was May. Guys, it was so cold there. I was freezing. I did not know. I was covered with lots of blankets, and I started there because we had lots of free time. We had to wait for some documents, and we just have to wait. And I was happy that I took cross stitch because Paul told me every single time, we're going on a trip, don't take with you any cross stitch. And sometimes he like, sorry, can I leave you for 2 hours? Please, I'm very sorry. Can I leave you for 2 hours? Can you wait? Can you wait? I go here or there. Can you wait, please? I like, of course, my love, I can wait. I like quickly. Yes. I have time to stitch. And yeah, I stitch that time quite a lot. And I was surprised that this design wasn't that hard as I thought it will be. Lots of changes in roses, of course, in that green leaves, but on average, I would not give 5 out of 5 when you like see the rating, how hard it's to stitch. Maybe 3.5 out of 5. Yeah, because on average dimensions gold, they're much harder to stitch than dimensions gold petite harder to stitch than dimensions gold, because lots of changes on 1 square centimeter. You have to work there. On top of it, lots of back stitch, because quality and the size. You should show something in that 13 by 15 centimeters, and you have to give an idea what it is, and without backstitch it's very hard to do it, right? So this frame, not my first pick, but it was really hard to find something to match these roses, and I was struggling. In one frame store I took it and I spent like really lots of time. I didn't see anything I like, believe me, because I would probably use more simple frame, but I could not find anything I like. And when they show me this one and another one, I was like in between two choices. I was like, okay, I like it, and Paul said this one, because I was doubting between two. He said this one, because immediately you look on the roses, and to me, when you see something framed very well, you do not really see frame first of all. Your first look going towards the design, and then you look at the frame, you look at the details, look at everything. But first you have to see it's a design in the middle. And I think in this case it is true. So there is a inner frame which replaces matte, but another frame on top. This is the back of the design. Everything is perfectly done, and I like that they do give me quality of work, and level is always on top. I have experience in many stores, but I just wish they were here in Ukraine, you know, because now I'm scared to send anything by post office, anything. It's really working on my nerves, but I hope it's just bad experience once in my life and I will never have it ever again. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video with me, and thank you for all your thumbs up. If you like this video, and please leave your comments. I would like to see your feedback, what you like, what you don't like, what's your favorite frame picture, what is your top from all these designs I show you. And I will see you in my next video or on Instagram. Thank you very much for being with me till the end of the video, and happy stitching, my friends. Bye bye. And guys, I just want to show you where is inspiration is heading, and it's very dark in Kiev. I have no additional light to show you the real colors. It's so harsh now, but it's not as yellow, obviously, you know, and the frame is super dark, which is not true. Anyway, I've seen once Karen Kluba posted a picture of this piece from the museum, and she was next to it. As I remember, it was a quilt, but yeah, I can't remember now what it was original, and she obviously took her inspiration for this sampler, and she gave us this gorgeous sampler. I love it so much, and I always will be interested to see how other people frame it, or how they stitch, on which count, on which you can replace. And in the beginning I did not want to stitch it on yellow because I did not really like it, but then I decided to stitch on yellow. Well, it's not really yellow, but yeah, in general colors are yellow. So this is how it looks like in our living room. There are 4 shells, and 2 in the middle are busy, the rest are empty. And I thought it will look okay, because first of all, I don't need to make any holes in the apartment. Second of all, I can see them, you know, this is my final result, my work. I always happy to see it, and that's why I'm stitching, to enjoy it at the very end, but I also enjoy stitching. So for every stitcher, it's important to have her work in her house, right? The light is terrible right now, so don't mind, but just wanted to give you an idea how it looks like together. Obviously my glass is not there all the time, but this is, I think, enough. I could put more pictures there, but it will be, no, this way I like it better. So the cozy glen is here on this big piece of furniture, and I can't remember now where it was, either here on this side, and our picture was in the middle, but for now let it be here. I don't like when it's too much stuff on surfaces. As I told you, I prefer everything simple, but I'm still learning how to do that. Well, maybe I will add something else, maybe I will remove something, but it's so comfortable for me because I have here perfumes, and when I spray myself or Paul spray himself, we can look at something, you know.